For the first problem, for these 2 points, for -5 and -6, we are asked to plot them on the given coordinate system, find the distance between, and then find the midpoint of the line segment joining these 2 points. So first, let's plot them on the given coordinate system. For the first point, the x coordinate is 4. So here is 4. And then -5 along the y-axis. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here is -5. Therefore, the first point is this point right here. Second point, -6, 2. So the x coordinate is along the negative x direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -6. And then y coordinate +2. 1, 2. Therefore, this is our second point, -6, 2. Okay. Then we're asked to find the distance between these 2 points. For the second part of this problem, we can simply use the distance formula that d equals to square root x1 minus x2 squared plus y1 minus y2 squared. As I said before, when you are writing the distance formula, you should group x coordinates together and y coordinates together, but it doesn't matter in what order, the distance formula will still be correct. You should simply avoid mixing x and y coordinates together. So now let's just plug in the numbers. x1 is 4, x2 is -6, so minus -6. y1 is -5. y2 is 2, so -2. So we will have 10 squared plus -7 squared is the same as +7 squared. So that equals to square root of 149. It doesn't seem like we can simplify this, so you can just keep the answer like this, and that's fine. Part C of the problem, locate the midpoint. We can simply use the midpoint formula. xm ym equals to x1 plus x2 over 2, and then y1 plus y2 over 2. So in our case, x1 again is 4 plus -6, so -6 over 2, and then y1 is -5 plus 2 over 2, and this equals to -1 and then -1.5. You can sketch it on your graph. So this is the line segment joining these 2 points, and the midpoint of this line segment is approximately here, with the coordinates of -1 and -1.5. Okay, so that's this first problem. For the second problem, we are given an equation y equals to x squared minus 4x. First, we're asked to complete the following table to calculate enough solution points, and then we need to plot the solution points on the given Cartesian plane, and then we're going to use those solution points to sketch the graph of this equation by simply drawing a continuous curve through the solution points. So when x equals to -1, y equals to x squared minus 4x, which equals to -1 squared minus 4 times -1, which equals to 1 plus 4, and that is 5. Okay, so when x equals to -1, y equals to +5. And then we're going to do the similar calculation for the remaining x values. And now we group these numbers together to be our ordered pairs of numbers, and these correspond to the xy coordinates of the solution points. So Now we plot them on the Cartesian plane that's given. Now the 7 solution points that we calculated are plotted on the Cartesian plane, and now all we need to do is to run a smooth curve through these solution points. Notice that this curve does not start at the first point and it does not end at the last point. Instead, this curve extends beyond. This is because the solution points that we calculated do not represent all the solution points to this equation. Remember, there will be infinite numbers of solution points for a given equation. For the second part, we are asked to find the x and y intercepts of this equation. The y-intercept is always the easiest to find because we know that y-intercept is a point that is on the y-axis, and therefore y-intercept always has the x-coordinate that is 0. Therefore, for y-intercept, we simply need to set x equals to 0, plug it into the original equation, and that will give us y equals to 0, which tells us that the y-intercept will be a point, that is the origin, 0, 0. For x-intercepts, these are the points that are on the x-axis, therefore they will always have y-coordinates of 0. Therefore we need to set y equals to 0, and this becomes solving an equation, the x squared minus 4x equals to 0. This should not be that difficult to solve. We can simply factor it to be x times x minus 4 equals to 0. Therefore, x equals to 0 or x equals to 4, which tells us that the two corresponding x-intercepts will be 0.00 and then 0.40. On the graph, 0, 0 right here is the x-intercept as well as the y-intercept. And we have another x-intercept that is this 0.40. So our graph agrees with the calculation for the x and y intercepts of this equation.